anyway, hopefully the final video. Looks like I made more than last time. I said I would never do that. Better than typing, right? With all the time I have in the world, maybe I will type. Okay, so anyway. Okay, so as I was saying, as I was leaving, they were blocking the entrance with a huge van. And so I had to walk all the way around it. So obviously someone contacted them and told them, hey, pull the car up. And remember, they don't do this on other days of the week. If you go back a month, a year. Because I don't want them taking the rest of the year off. Because if they're taking the rest of the year off, or the next 6 months off, I don't want that. I want them working like dogs. They can do it as long as they pay me, and they can do it to me as long as they pay me, which they're not. And as long as they do it 12 months out of the year, 5 days a week, 20 business days out of the month. They have to do that every day. Because I don't like the fact that they're taking 6 months off. No. You gotta work like dogs. Maybe they are with all those stinky vaginas. With all that fish smelling poop. That's still not the same thing. Okay, so anyway. So yeah, again, and then a car zoomed up to me when I was in the parking lot, tried to ram me, and then they quickly slammed on the brakes. And then when I got in my car, more honking, more cars driving around in circles. And then around the neighboring doctors' offices across, they were like speeding up and acting like they were going to crash into me. I kept going. I was like, you crashed, there are cameras here. And I want them to crash into me. Finally, subpoena investigation. The police will be called. I'll just call the police and say, get their cell phone. They're obviously in contact with the Home Depot or another cop or something. Home Depot or Walmart. Anyway, they're too much wusses. Wusses to do that. Anyway, oh, and check if there's road construction. They had those huge trucks with the you know how there are 10 mini like blue flashlight like headlights on top of a truck. Like it'll be a line with like 10 little headlights flashing. They had those big white trucks, blue lights and yellow lights and stuff. And they weren't working or anything. They were just standing around. And that was in the afternoon. That was on Dupont. No, that was on Coldwater Road. And then around 8:30 this morning, the same thing. Just a truck was flashing its lights. And I'm pretty sure it was told I was coming. I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but just putting it out there. 8:30 this morning, another truck. So call Mike Shimkiss at cityoffortwayne.com. cityoffortwayne.org, not com, O-R-G is the domain. So cityoffortwayne.org, Mike Shimkiss. Anyway, there's a period between their first and last name. Anyway, yeah, I saw a truck this morning around, I would say before 8:30. It's probably 8:22 a.m. I would say on St. Joe Center Road. Right past Riviera Plaza. Right there. Like right before the McDonald's. We're kind of like that bridge is, where the river runs under the bridge. Right there. And then around the afternoon, I don't know. No, it was in the morning. Then I would say around 11 a.m. on Coldwater Road. A bunch of guys in the green jackets and stuff. They weren't doing anything. But God, oh my God. See, isn't this exciting? Why isn't a movie being all of that for me if they really were doing nothing? I keep thinking, why isn't a movie being made? Hopefully, yeah, they'll keep doing that and then someone will pick up the story, hopefully. Any aspiring journalists out there, I'm here, take my story, but I get all the profits for the book. It's my book. Mine! Do you hear me? It's mine! Okay. We can write write it together. I'll tell you what to write and you do the writing, you know. So any aspiring journalists, newscasters, broadcasters, book writers, anybody out there. Oh yeah, I forgot. Report this to the news too. Wayne, 21 Alive. I'm pretty sure they have been told. I think I heard somewhere. No, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. I mean, I have been contacting the news even now, but I heard, like with other stories similar to mine, I think they say, like, without proof or evidence, something, they need something or else they'll get sued. So that's why they don't take stories similar to mine. But no, I'm not saying me complaining, me telling them, and they're not doing it. I'm saying other people and it's just not enough, something like that. They didn't tell me that. You know, I still contact them to this day. But I think it's not enough. It's something about a suing thing. Like they're afraid they'll get sued. They need more of it. I don't know, something like that. Is that true, though? Well, they do missing people. They help people lose weight, and they don't need evidence. Isn't it to their discretion? You know, so is it a racism thing? Are they not taking my story because it's a racist thing? But then I'm like, no, newscaster. I'm like, they take any story. And if they knew that this would make them famous, it's a big thing, they would have taken it. So, nothing like, maybe it is, I don't know, no. Or loyalty, if they did know someone from home. I highly doubt that they, but let's say, for example, if they knew some Home Depot or some type of connection. I still know they take the story. I mean, people are greedy. And if a hot story is a hot story. Not Home Depot, Walmart, and the Krabers. Krabers are crazy plus neighbors equals Krabers. Okay, so anyway, then yeah, I left and I drove. And yeah, so that's what happened. So please report this place. Complain if you go here. Complain for me everywhere. Wouldn't it be funny if there's piles of poop and urine? If there hasn't been already. Okay, so anyway. Cough. Wouldn't it be funny if you cough, a dry heaved, hacked all over, flicked a booger on them? That'd be funny. Or went, or jerked and hit them and pretended it was an accident. Go, oh! Or went, ow! And turned your head. Or screamed or went, ah! Or smelled really bad. You know, were sweaty, something. Had really dirty ears. Put grease all over your ears. You know, put a bunch of baby oil on your neck or something. I don't know. Have a really smelly neck. Or kept fake coughing. Anything to annoy the staff. Or keep repeating what. When they ask you, like, your information, is your address this? Give them a whole bunch of new address, different addresses. Say, oh, no, this is the wrong address. My address is this. See, I'm thinking like them. Before I did. Okay, so I don't know whether I should tell you if I have an appointment with them or not. I know telling is worse, but I feel like the data trace, it won't be there as much. I mean, well, like I said, I'm torn. I can do both. I can goad them and torture them. The art of not knowing. They cannot know, and they still won't know. They'll be guessing where I'm going. I'll post it right minutes before I leave. So I was right. I mean, I didn't tell, I believe even if I didn't tell about the ENT, they would still know about it from previous targets. That's why I said it. I already knew that when I said that. But I was like, let's see. So that means they're getting it because they're not affiliated with Parkview. That's why I didn't say anything. Let's see. Because if they do not, then that then that means it's from that staff that's not Parkview, the ENT. So now I know I'm on the right track. So that means someone's walking